Kerrigan and Duran decided to return to Shakuras for some unfinished business, and while we weren't quite allowed to use any air units in the previous mission, we attacked the pylon clusters, which eventually overloaded the power grid, and with that, we caused an explosion that hopefully allowed us to get closer to the Matriarch of the Dark Templar, known as Rashagal, and you know, she is essentially the reason why we are here. Now this next mission, the one that I'm just about to play, is widely considered to be the hardest mission of this entire playthrough. I'm not entirely sure how difficult it's going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. I've got about an hour and a half. I hope I can finish it up. And apparently it is called To Slay the Beast. We're on the infested platform over the planet Char, Kerrigan's base of operations.
The time is finally upon us, my minions, to destroy the wretched Overmind and the last of its renegade cerebrates. We can count on the UED providing us with heavy resistance, but not even they can stand in our way. Now that the Matriarch Rashagal is in my custody, I possess the means to attack the Overmind with impunity.
But my queen, I thought only the Dark Templar's energies could harm the Overmind and its cerebrates. Even with the numerous broods at your command, any attack we launch against the renegades will be in vain.
Not so, Duran. As a matter of fact, I'm expecting my secret weapon to be arriving very soon.
As you say, my queen, but I still don't understand. We are receiving a transmission from an unidentified Protoss carrier.
That's what I love about the Protoss.
I think it's
They're so
Zeratul.
punctual.
Kerrigan.
It must be, yeah, there we go.
Zeratul. I demand to know why you've taken our matriarch.
Actually, Zeratul, she's not the one I'm truly interested in. I stole her to get to you. You see, I need you and your brethren to kill the Overmind for me. The only way I had of assuring your cooperation was to take away that which you value most. However, I give you my word that once you've killed the Overmind, I'll allow her to return to you.
As if your word held any value.
Zeratul, my faithful servant, you must aid Kerrigan in this endeavor. The Overmind is our common enemy. It must be destroyed to ensure that our people will survive.
You asked me to aid this vile creature.
I do not ask this for myself, nor do I ask it on Kerrigan's behalf. I ask you to do this for our people, Zeratul. Obey me as you always have. Trust in my judgment.
Very well, Matriarch. The Overmind will die this day.
I love how Kerrigan seems to always get her way no matter what. Now we have found out though what she did with previous allies, right? I mean, this is more or less like a forced alliance as well. I'm not entirely sure what her plan of cleaning this situation up is going to be after we actually get rid of the Overmind. I guess we'll figure it out. This is going to be a tricky one. But anyways, our next mission objective is to destroy the Overmind with Dark Templar. So that's probably going to be with Zeratul, of course. And we must be able to have Dark Templar. Not entirely sure what that second part means, but I think it's time to jump into it. Oh, so we can actually make Dark Templar as well. We just have a handful of gateways. The Matriarch apparently being very accommodating so far. Even though she's technically in our custody. And apparently we also have Devourer. So if I understand correctly, they deal more damage over time if they continue attacking the same unit. I've tried using them a bunch in the multiplayer. Very difficult unit, just because they have a tendency to die if they don't have a lot of support. But I guess I can use them. They're actually pretty quick. Alrighty. So we need to go all the way towards the top right-hand corner of the screen. I'm fully prepared, by the way, to restart this mission a couple of times if I need to. Maybe useful for us to immediately get an expansion going though, because I do think we're gonna need as much income here as we possibly can muster. I'm also gonna make the assumption that units will probably be attacking us. So the more drones we can make early on, the bigger our income is, the more stuff we will be able to create, the longer that this one goes on. That's kind of the thought process so far. So I think we're gonna go ahead and start up with an expansion right here. You're gonna be hotkey number 6, Mr. Drone. And we're just gonna continue making some drone or some units. Look at that attack though, I love it. So you can already see right now it's got acid spores too. If I'm not mistaken, continued attack by Devourers right now are just simply gonna hurt them as well. Bunch of Goliaths, bunch of Zerg as well nearby. The UED's got a combination of units apparently. Okay. I would like to make an expansion here if I can. Devourers still do a lot of damage to air though. Trying to make sure that my units stay alive, but sadly one Muta there did end up dying. Not for a lack of trying, however. Already, there's a lot of units here right from the get-go. Whew. Maybe I should just go ahead and make a couple of Hydralisks of my own, or maybe even... Well, I've already got a bunch of Hydras. That would make this significantly easier. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we lost a couple of Mutas there, not that big of a deal. You guys should really start mining, though. That would make this way easier. I'm gonna go ahead and start up that expansion right now as well, and I guess we'll get ourselves, I don't know, like a sunken over here. Maybe another spore crawler over there. And then maybe like another spore crawler over on this side as well. I think that would be quite helpful. But there are certainly going to be a lot of units already fighting this early on into the game, so... It's probably not gonna hurt if we get ourselves a bunch of defenses, just in case. Look at the amount of attacks already. Whoa, alright. Don't have that many minerals. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a sunken colony. And, well, this is definitely not gonna be something that's gonna be game ending for now. But there's already a surprising amount of units now going after our base. Okay, let's go ahead and rally some drones over in that direction. Considering I'm probably gonna need to do some solid macro this game, I'm kind of leaning to teching up towards the Hive. Just so we can get ourselves Guardians, as well as, of course, Ultralisks if we need to. Which I think may be a smart decision, because I found myself with a lot of resources in previous missions. Just because I had a hard time, like, spending all of it, right? So it's much easier to spend... all of your resources when you are playing an army that is based around big units rather than a lot of small units, just because it takes a lot more control to manage and max that army of Zerglings. At least that's my thought process right now. I'm thinking like Guardians and Brute Lords would be a great... or not Brute Lords rather, Guardians and Ultralisk of course, would be a great way of dealing with the different armies we will be facing off against. I also do like the strength of static defense, so let's go ahead and get as much of that as we can. And for now, though, I may need to get myself some Hydras anyway. Well, I do start up the Hive as well, but I do think Hydras are going to be very helpful. Just because of the strength of all of the other units that we are going up against. There we go. Alright. Let's get you two mining. And so, since we do have two gases, actually, this is probably going to be pretty decent. Pretty decent. I mean, we got a lot of gas. Gas is going to make this way easier. If we got two gases... that will allow us to tech up to a Hive and potentially get some units out as well. Should we focus on Ultras or should we focus on... I think we're going to focus on some Ultras here in the earlier part of the game. Haven't seen all too many air units just yet. Seems to be primarily focused on ground. I think Ultras with maybe some Hydras are going to be pretty good as well. So we'll probably have to get ourselves some Hydras there. And that would mean that considering I've played so much, you know, so much of the air-based army already. That would mean that I don't really have to focus too much on my Muta play. At least for the time being. Let's get link speed as well, of course. Let's get a couple overlords going. And we actually have defended this earlier part of the map. I wish I had a Muta still alive, though, so I could actually get a little bit more value. I don't think I want to really worry about the Dark Templar for now. I definitely cannot lose these Templar archives and these gateways, though. Although I don't need that many Dark Templars. Probably a good idea to try and keep alive at least the ones that I've got. Let's get this base started. Hive is now finished. And let's start up the Ultra Cavern. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so we're a couple of minutes later. A few Hydras are currently trying to be annoying. I just started up my Adrenal Glands upgrade, but already, whew, these Zerglings are dealing the damage. Apparently, ooh, there's actually a really big push. Ooh, Infested Terrans? They deal so much damage! And they kill stuff real fast, although we managed to take... a couple of medics apparently managed to slip past. Anyway, we managed to micro decently well there, allowing us to not lose everything, but I didn't realize they would start attacking with those big units as well. That's actually kind of scary. Let's go ahead and get some carapace upgrades. Replace the sunken that I just lost. And while I don't want to make too many links, because I do want to focus on the high-tech units instead. I may very well need to get at least a handful. I did get a couple of Sunkens here at the natural expansion too, just because I think that makes a lot of sense. I am secretly hoping that there's gonna be another base somewhere over here. That would be so... Oh, there is actually another base over here. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if I can get another base out somewhere, that would be so helpful. Although that is a pretty heavily defended one. Ah, we got our first Ultra. I believe in Ultralisks. They're incredible. Come on, get him. Perfect. So I'm gonna be spending most of my minerals and gas right now on Ultralisks. But if I need to, I'll be getting myself some links as well. Let's actually get the Zerglings out of this control group. There we go. Move these overlords out of the way as well. Can we maybe get Nemetes Carapace just in case we need detection? That would probably be a helpful thing. Alright. So this is hotkey 2. You guys should also join hotkey 2, please. Thank you very much. And that is the sound of Ultralisks finishing up. There they are. Boy, they're so fast. The speed upgrade on Ultras is insanely helpful. Alright, so with that, we got a pretty nice little force. I've got 3 control groups worth of stuff. Let's go ahead and save and see if we can take over that base here in the top left corner of the screen. Ultra should do so much damage, though. I'm gonna have to try and micro against all of these units as well, of course. Apparently the link somehow didn't come. But as long as I'm not losing all too much and I'm continuously getting more and more carapace upgrades, I'm not complaining about this situation. There we go. Are there actually lurkers in the ground here? Oh, okay, that's exactly what's going on. I don't have Nemetes Carapace done just yet. We're still gonna be able to take care of all of these units quite nicely, though. Alright, and with that, I think I'm gonna be capable of, well, maybe I actually... No, I should probably... No, I should go back. I should probably get some detection with this force. Alright, so +1 Carapace just finished up. Nemetes Carapace is just about to finish up as well. So that should allow me to start moving across the map with an army that's quite a bit more powerful and, of course, with detection as well. There we go, it just finished up. Okay, 1A, 2A, 3A. I know I just made a group of Hydras as well. If you guys can... yeah, there we go. If you guys can become group 4, that'd be awesome. Alright, so here we are. This should make this a lot cleaner, right? Because these lurkers ended up dealing quite a bit of damage to us, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. I don't think my Devourers will live for very long, but it's okay. There's actually a push as well right here at the bottom. An attacking Ultralisk here. Oh man, I was not quite ready for that. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some units to return home. Just in case. Because I'm currently losing a little bit too much of my static defense. Apparently I ended up losing some of my overlords as well with that aggression. Adrenal Glands is nice, but... Alright, we should be able to clean that up, and I'm actually going to send over a drone already right now towards the top left-hand corner to start up a base over at that base. Very good. And I may actually need another hatchery right over here as well. That would mean that my main one is going to be mostly just abandoned at this point, but... Here we go. We took control of the base here in the top left corner. A couple of units are still dropping off over here, but I think we'll be okay. Did the drone already go there? The drone may have died along the way. I don't actually have that many workers anymore, though. Oh, no, there it is. I don't actually have that many workers anymore. So it's probably not a bad idea for me to continue making at least some drones here. Just because I think I may have lost a couple there against those Ultras and then also some of the fire bats. Are they just being dropped off? Did they just burrow? Like, where exactly did these things come from? It's pretty crazy, actually. I think they may actually be dropped off, yeah. That's actually kind of a pain, though. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and set up some hotkeys over in that direction. Apparently there are some medics and whatnot hanging out as well, but... Well, hotkey group 2 and 3... are mostly gone now, and those were mostly the Zerglings. I'm going to be able to replace them quite easily with a much stronger force here as well. We are already flooding quite a bit of gas, though, which is a good indication. Although for now, I'm going to be focusing on some more drones so I can start mining from that base as well that I'm acquiring right now in the top left. Alright, Adrenal Glands and whatnot are done. I've got a pretty solid upgrade already. I think next up we're gonna be getting ourselves, the third carapace upgrade as well. Come on, it takes so long. Sometimes this bar is full and it just doesn't seem to finish. If you notice that, like, look at it, it's just full. Come on now. There we go, +3 carapace. Alright, let's get you guys over towards that corner of the map. I may actually need some more. There we go. And with those done, or at least coming in right now, I should be in a really solid position to continue doing some mining in this game before my main runs out of resources. Okay. Let's get some static defense over here too, which I think is going to be very helpful. And while control group 4 is currently moving over, and that one's all Hydra, I need to get myself some more just here at home as well, in case our opponent decides to be a little bit annoying with all of these flyers. Maybe I should just go ahead and get myself a couple of spores over here in the mineral line as well. Okay, let's get you guys over there. Get you guys over there. And we'll probably just have to make another handful of workers, just because I'm forced to make more and more static defense. This should do though. Alright, so already actually, there's a lot of units here moving out across the map. And I wonder if they're also going to be counterattacking if we are playing a little bit more aggressive, right? Like, say if we're on their side of the map, are they going to also be pushing us right then and there? That would be kind of annoying. Anyway, I currently do have a pretty big army already. Let's go ahead and save just in case. I want to be getting myself a handful of overlords here. And I think it is time to maybe make a bit of a move out across the map. Although I don't have a massive army, I would like them to stop attacking me here for at least a little while. I wonder if maybe going Guardians is a better idea, but still have a lot of ultras though. Okay, let's go ahead and assault this next base. Let's make sure that all of the hotkeys are set up properly there. Still a lot of units though. There we go. Getting myself a handful of links. It's actually really helpful to have Zerglings in here too. Alright, and it does look like we're going to be able to take care of this base right here as well. Trying to make sure that I don't lose all my overlords to all of their Scourge. Once again, right-clicking some new ones on top of all of my Ultralisks, just so we're going to be okay. Oh well, I may actually end up losing some of them here. But this base is now also taken care of. We can start mining from this one if we need to, but I don't think I really need to for now. Just getting myself... Ooh, that's a lot of Ultras. That's 5 Ultras all at once. Just getting myself a bigger army out. And of course we'll have to reinforce some of the force that we just ended up losing here as well. Okay, there we go. They've actually stopped attacking the base in the top left corner right now, it seems like. So that's good. Getting more Hydras. I love the swarminess though in StarCraft 1. It's so satisfying. It feels so nice. Okay, very good. I did just make a heck of a lot of Ultras. Not entirely sure where they went. There we go. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I would like to have you guys in this party as well if I can. Gotta be forced to make some more overlords again, but there we go. That's a big control group right there. I guess you guys could start being hotkey 5 instead. So right now I've got 5 hotkey groups. Beautiful. Okay, great. I think the next step in our 20-step plan or so is gonna be this base right over here. It's probably a good idea for us to, actually, can we even go over there? Nope, we can't. That means that we're gonna be heading towards the bottom right instead. I was gonna say, it probably makes sense for us to move over towards the infested command centers and all that. But if we can't, so be it. Another base over here. Oh, there's plenty of mining that we can do. Alright, let's get some more Ultras. Some more Ultras, meaning about 20 of them. Actually, are we on a bit of an island or am I blind? I think we... Oh, that actually would explain a lot of this drop shenanigans as well. We may actually be on a bit of an island. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself the Ventral Sax upgrade just in case. We may actually have to drop over at their base. Yep, I think that's exactly what's going on right now. I mean, there's a lot of bases here that we can take. There's a lot of mining that we can do as well. And I may actually end up taking a hatchery or two. Just because it's, you know, not too crazy to assume my base is going to run out here in just a little bit, but... I think that's exactly what's going on. So I'm getting myself the Ventral Sax upgrade.
Our forces are under attack.
Can you guys join hotkey 4? That would be great. Okay. So hotkey 1 and 4 are right now a ton of ultra. Oh man, I got a lot of ultras actually. Never realized that. That's actually pretty helpful as well though, to have a bunch of ultras out. Just because of course the ultras are going to not take up as much space, right? Or at least they're taking up as much space, if I'm not mistaken, as a Zergling nearly. So it's definitely more value to be gotten out of a an ultra right there than a Zergling. But anyway, can you guys maybe clean her up? I think Devourers are she, right? Can we maybe go ahead and kill that thing? It's rather annoying. Oh, come on. They're just continuously dropping units though. Alright. So, I've got my my overlords here ready to go. Ventral Sax is just about to finish up. Looks like we're taking care of the... There's a ghost. Okay, I was gonna say. May need to get myself the antenna upgrade as well if they're gonna be throwing up with ghosts. Anyway, I've got a lot of stuff here. 5 control groups worth of things. Let's go ahead and save just in case. And let's load everyone into these overlords. Actually, you can only fit 2 overlords. Oh, man. It's actually not that much stuff. How do you, like, properly load units into overlords like this? It's kind of crazy. Let's get some hydras here. How do you... Can you guys get in an overlord, maybe? I know you take up a lot of space because you're fat, but... Come on! Do I really need to move over more overlords? Alright, 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 I can do that. I don't really have time right now to defend this base over here, though. Got a ton of hydras finishing up, so I guess I could send you guys for the rescue, but... Alright, static defense is incredibly useful. Man, I remember at the beginning of this playthrough, and I didn't make any static defense whatsoever, that so many of you were shouting at me that I should really consider static defense. In the comment section. It's pretty good. Alright, alright. Once again, let's go ahead and save, because I just loaded up everything, but it's been like a minute and a half. Where exactly are we gonna go? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna land right on top of that thing. I may end up losing some of my stuff as well, but... Oh, you think I'm actually kind of wasting this attack? Didn't realize they had that much anti-air. My god, that's a lot of stuff here. Do I have a good enough base? Or like, I think actually going Guardians would have made so much more sense here. Because I would have just been able to like fly across them, you know. I mean, we're killing a lot of things. We sure are killing a lot of things. Alright, if you guys could maybe move over there as well. I did lose a couple of overlords, but it's not actually too crazy. Ah, I actually thought this would go worse. Okay, if you guys could maybe drop off over there too. That would be lovely. And we're actually taking care of this base. I don't know if we even needed to. I don't even know if this leads anywhere. Probably not, but whatever. Okay. Let's get you guys to load up over there too. Oh, man. I am not quite ready to deal with those guys. Yeah, I'm trying to spawn more overlords, but got a lot of things to manage right now. Is that thing gone? Alright, alright, alright. Can we target fire it, please? Trying desperately right now to get more hydras out. Perfect. I say perfect all the time when things are clearly not going perfect. It's okay. I don't even know if I needed to take care of this base, to be honest. I probably could have skipped this one. It's a lot of units, though. Alright. I really need more Hydralisk, though. I've got so many Ultras. It's actually kind of ridiculous. As if it's only Guardians that we're going up against, though. It's not that big of a deal. We can just load all of our stuff back into the Overlords, right? That would do. Not that maybe the cleanest way of doing this. But as long as we're you know, killing a base, we're preventing their income, it's probably decent. What else is on the ground here? Let's go ahead and drop off once again. We need to like get back into action in just a little bit. Alright, perfect. Let's send you guys over on that direction as well. And let's continue getting some more of our upgrades. Alright. I've got a lot of Hydras, I've got a lot of Ultras. We've taken care of another base. There's one Ultralisk apparently that was accidentally left behind. That's alright, he'll be okay. I should probably consider getting some more over here. Just in case they decide to do a push in this direction, but already, even though this base is now also mined out, we are pushing onwards here to a point where we've got a really strong force. And we can even take another base here if we want to in the bottom right hand corner, I guess, of where we previously started. Alright. Man. I'm probably gonna need a ton of Hydras, to be honest. They keep killing a lot of my Overlords as well, but I think that going for a lot of Hydras makes some sense. I know that you could technically go for like Scourge and whatnot as well. Could even mix in Queens against the Terran, I suppose, and whatnot, but... you know what? I don't think we should bother. Apparently there's now units dropping off over here. Not cool. Was that the sound of a siege tank? I thought it was. Well, that's okay. That base will probably be okay, right? I think. Yeah, I think it will be. It's alright. Alright, so I'm kind of curious as to where we want to go next. Okay, so I've got a lot of units. We're close to maxing out. I just got myself some spare Overlords as well, just because I can. Where exactly do I go? Because I want to go to the Overmind, right? And we're about, I would say about 2/3 of the way or so across the map. We aren't quite at the Overmind yet, though. I could do one big Doom drop right over there. Kill everything along the way, maybe load up some, I'm assuming I can at the very least load up, I guess I could go for Nidus as well. That would be decent. Anyway, I'm assuming I could load up my Dark Templar in here. This may not be the worst spot to drop off in, though. If I go from this high ground and then drop them all off over there, we're gonna have a ton of army all of a sudden unloading on top of all of the Terran, right? Alright. With that in mind, I think we need to go ahead and get a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and max out, just because we probably need to. We actually are already pretty much maxed out right now. Okay. Probably want to get you guys in a gas too, because I don't really have any gas anymore. Not a whole lot of gas income, Loco. There's actually not that much gas in general anymore. Alright, well, I've wasted a lot of gas units, that's for certain. Anyway, we're pretty much maxed out right now, right? I got all my important upgrades done. The next objective for me is to saturate my gases. And then also actually load all of my stuff into Overlords. And this is gonna be a bit of a task. Putting all of my stuff into Overlords is gonna take a while. Because I've got a lot of Overlords and I've got a lot of things as well, right? It's not that easy to figure out which ones are loaded and which ones aren't. I'm just doing random right clicks of things that I don't think are loaded yet. Okay. Couple of Ultras over here. I love sometimes how difficult this game is, though. Like, it takes so much time just to simply load things into Overlords. It's like an actual skill. Like there's so many... This is almost like playing like 20 different mini games at once. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like playing a lot of different games all at the same time. This is like the loading in your Overlord minigame while you're trying to like manage all of the other things as well. And then there is like the managing your base minigame and following it up with a lot of reinforcements minigame and all the likes. Well, I'm definitely not gonna have an easy time reinforcing this, so I don't think that's gonna be our main goal. We're just gonna let those minerals and gas and whatnot pile on here, because I don't think I can really reinforce this anyway. Alright, well, this will do. This is gonna be really dumb. Hotkey 1. Hotkey 2. I've got like several hotkeys for my dropper lords. That's a sign of a lot of stuff. Can you guys go in any of those? Nope. Alright. Before I like make this move, because this could easily go terrible. I'm probably gonna lose some units here in the process as well, because these units are definitely going to town on all of our things. Trying to unload all my stuff. I've lost already roughly... pretty much everything. Oh my god, I just lost from like 200 supply all the way down to 73. We need to drop elsewhere. Fly, my little overlord. This may actually be a much better space to drop off in. I did not anticipate there being a wide open area here. Please be connected to their main. If that's the case, I think it may very well be. Oh, they just blinded me. Wow, that's not cool. Anyway, if that's the case, this is so much easier. Alright, you're a brave, brave overlord. Here comes the tedious task once again of loading in all of my units into overlords. Alright, here we go again. My hive cluster is under attack. It's just a link. Don't worry about it. Wait to be dramatic. You guys are gonna be defensive now. Just in case they decide to push in. 1A, 2A, 3A. And with A I mean unload. Because the the letter A is somewhere in the word unload, okay? It's a smart thing to say. Alright. We could have also just dropped off like a single drone and just went, you know, from there. Maybe that would have made it way easier. Okay, that's unfortunate. If we would have just made a single Nidus, that may have made it much easier as well. Probably would have been the correct option, to be honest. Alright. Now, next question is, how are we gonna re-hotkey everything? First off, can you guys please finish unloading? Oh man, big push right there. Let's get the Hydras back in the action as well. They are gonna end up killing my units really rapidly. Anyway, as long as we deal the damage, I don't think we can complain. Ultras, please go over there. You know what, maybe I shouldn't even bother with them. I'm just gonna send my overlords back. And go from there. That may be better. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this base. For some reason, my Ultras didn't want to go over there. I guess they got distracted by the other units there. That's real unfortunate. We can just simply send them over elsewhere, though. If you guys can continue mining over there, maybe that's gonna be easier for us. You know what? I think we're gonna do the famous box-click attack strategy. Where we're gonna do the following. 1A, box, click, box, attack move, please. Yes, please, thank you. Attack move, thank you. I do need to like click them far away enough though, so they don't like start derping around all too much. In the meantime, my base is apparently under pressure once again. A couple of these guys being annoying. Oh, we are doing a lot of damage though. Very good. That means I can once again spend a little bit of supply here as well, cleaning up this area of the map. Wonderful. And I wonder if we're actually having enough here to like clean this one up. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I continuously re-rally all of my units. I do still have a bunch of overlords nearby as well, and we are cleaning up the majority of the units, right? The majority of the stuff that we're going up against. And while apparently there's some lurkers there, We will need to take those out. I still have enough detection here as well nearby to, at the very least, see what is attacking us. I hope. Alright. Not terrible. Oh, well, that's kind of bad, though. That's my newly acquired expansion there. That's in a little bit of trouble. Sending my Hydras in that direction right now. Do I have to go up this high ground? I don't know. Man, that's so many units to fight up against, though. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Did not expect that many units to all of a sudden be a bother to us. I may actually just retake this expansion, because I still got so many resources, but... Oh, this is a strategy that's gonna work here eventually, but... It's gonna take some time as well to clean everything up, and I may need to, like, go for a second drop here after this entire thing settles down. Still have enough resources to build most of my army up once again, and I'm actually gonna get myself a couple of ultras here. Just in case. I'm also gonna be getting myself another base here in a corner. And I may even have to go back to drones for a bit. Just because I've got a lot of stuff, but I don't know if it's enough. I don't want to, like, be in the trap where I don't have enough units left over anymore. Alright. Let's just continue pushing with these guys, though. If I can get close to the Overmind and just bring over a heck of a lot of Dark Templar, this is going to be pretty doable for us. Speaking of which, I'm going to start producing some of them. Can I? I can. Good. Probably should have checked that out a while ago, but whatever. If I can get rid of those things, that would be huge. Come on, get in there. And there's the Overmind, actually. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to bring over a lot of Hydras with my next wave of attacks. Speaking of which, though, I've got quite a bit. Got quite a couple here already. So that's good. Yeah, we're cleaning up the majority of the stuff here. Eventually, though, all of my units will end up dying. The Overmind is hanging out there already, so that's no big deal. But he is a detector, and we will have to clean up all of these air units as well. That's okay. We'll just have to come back here in about a couple of minutes from now. We'll bring a lot more Hydras that time. And we'll also bring a handful of Dark Templar that are going to be in their own specialized little... Speaking of which, actually, hold up. Do I... Where's my Overlord? Can I put them into Overlords? I secretly hope I can. I kind of do need them in there. These units are going to die. Rest in pieces. But we have cleaned up a lot of their things. Anyway. I do hope that my Dark Templar can go into one of these things, right? It's kind of important for us. Okay, can you guys go in there? Please? Oh, they can. Okay. Yeah, that means that we're just simply gonna have to, like, go in for wave 2. And that wave is gonna go straight up there, and then we'll send in, like, a hit squad of a couple of Dark Templar, also known as the Dank Templar, to finish off that base. Now, we are now broke. I don't really have any resources left over. But I do have enough things. Just one Hydra trying to sneak in there. Not happening today, Hydralisk. We do have 2 Overlords right now with dedicated units in there. I made a handful of drones once again because I think I'm gonna need them. This may actually become a bit of a nuisance, though. Please don't kill my drones. I kind of need them. Trying desperately to add on new workers at the 20 or the 37-minute mark, rather. Usually not what you want to plan for. All right. May even have to get myself a couple of those things once again, just in case. And maybe I should just leave like a couple of lings over here, just in case they're gonna make a push for it. All right. All right, here we go. Ultras, get in there. You guys know the drill. Actually, you may not have, because I think most of you died on the other side of the island, and I don't think you guys believe in reincarnation. Zerglings, get in there. Primarily, the Hydras need to all bring... Oh my god, I got so many units. My Hydras need to come with me as well. There we go. What if I just set up a Nidus? I've been asking myself that a couple of times already, but what if I would have just set up a Nidus? Okay. Yeah, going for a mass doom drop in StarCraft 1, not as easy as it is in StarCraft 2. Let's just leave it at that. You guys are gonna be hotkey 0, by the way. I almost forgot where I put you. Is there anyone with any room? You guys get some room. No more room for anyone. That's really too bad. You guys are gonna be hotkey 2. And hotkey 0, you can hang out here for a little while. I think we're gonna drop them right over here. Let's once again save. Make sure that we're not gonna like run into a trap. You guys need to hang out over here for a little bit. I'm sending them all straight across. We're definitely gonna need to kill a bunch of units here. Oh, that one had a single Hydra. We're definitely gonna have to kill a bunch of the battle cruisers. But I think we're in an okay spot. Probably gonna end up losing something before it really starts unloading here, but here we are. Things will die very quickly. Okay. Dark Templar. I need you guys to come out. Gonna be hotkey 1. Congratulations, you've been upgraded. Once again, trying to like box in and attack, but this time around though, we're absolutely overwhelming everything that the Zerg has. I guess this is the UED after all, not really the Zerg and the Terran, but more or less the UED. Here we go. You guys cannot attack that. I need the Dark Templar to do that. Okay, here we go. Dark Templar, get him! Get the Overmind! That's it, right? Zeratul.
It is done, Carrion. The Overmind is dead, as you wished. Now, I demand that you release the Matriach at once.
Of course. Rashagal, do you wish to return to your tribe?
No, my queen. I wish only to serve you and remain at your side.
What treachery is this, Carrion? This pathetic creature cannot possibly be Rashagal.
I promised that I'd allow her to return to you, Zeratul, but it looks to me like she doesn't want to go.
You have corrupted her. Somehow you have poisoned her thoughts. Restore her to her rightful self, or you will pay dearly for this offense, Carrion.
All right, Zeratul, you've got me. I made your matriarch my slave long before I joined you on Shakuras. She made the mistake of underestimating my power, just like everyone else did. And now she's paid the price. With her as my puppet, I was able to eradicate the renegades on Shakuras and use you to kill the Overmind. And as you can see, your leader belongs to me now. Not bad, huh?
We shall see, Carrion. We shall see.
Hey, Rashagal did leave though. Okay, apparently she did get warped away right there. Don't know if you necessarily want to bring a traitor with you to your base once again, Zeratul, but anyways. Fun mission there. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Definitely the hardest mission so far. The previous ones weren't easy either, but this one had a lot of counterattacks and whatnot. In retrospect, I think I should have gone more on a focus maybe on Devourers and then also some Mutilas, maybe some Scourge and maybe some Guardians, like a fully air-focused Zerg force. Generally speaking, it's not going to really be able to get stopped very easily, and maybe some Hydras as well. Just to make sure that you don't have to, like, drop off, right? And that was kind of the tricky part. Like, if you have to load all of your units into overlords, it gets a little bit tedious to drop them all off. But we managed to complete the mission nonetheless, though. Definitely a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. We are indeed nearing the ending of this playthrough. So if you haven't already and you want to see the final missions go up as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you get a notification as soon as they go live. But other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile, alright? Special shout out to the Patreon supporters for making this possible. But I will see you in the next one.